Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Lee with the basketball. Down 8. To Richardson. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Mavs have it. Richardson. Cauley-Stein powers it through.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
The assist from number 51.
Celtics have it.
Remaining in the second quarter.
Probing the defense. Shot from in close, no good. Lee with the basketball. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Doncic to Lee. Josh Richardson, 2-4 now.
Ed, that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Walker into the front court. Lead is 2. Here comes the screen. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Good. Off a spin. Long heave from 3/4 court. Time expires to end the first half with the Celtics in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Mavericks had kept it close after one half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Tatum has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Doncic to Richardson. Boston secures the rebound. To Jaylen Brown. He gets it.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
To Brunson. Here comes the screen. Has a look. It's no good. Great defense. To Marcus Smart. To Brown, down low. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Marcus Smart, snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Porzingis. Dallas with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Brunson to Richardson. Porzingis to Brunson.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Ah, that's a 24-second violation. Brunson to Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Kristaps Porzingis rejects it. They'll recover. 4 to shoot. Brunson to Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a chance. Josh Richardson, 4 out of 7.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Tatum. Short jumper stays out.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Count it.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Screen coming. To Marcus Smart. 5 seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. That's no good. To Brunson. Porzingis. To Luka Doncic. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Doncic to Richardson. Screen coming. Richardson. Able to convert inside.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Walker.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Back to the basket. Lee, down to Cauley Stein. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Dallas has it. Lee to Richardson. Driving right to the basket. The shot almost to Walker. Rises for the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Lee with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. To Hardaway. Here comes the screen. Hardaway. Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Oh, big finish at the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
Lee with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. And the finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Kemba Walker. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Has a look. Can't connect. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Up 6. To Marcus Smart. He connects with the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Brunson to Luka Doncic.
Hey, watch the screen left.
The jumper's off the mark. Walker with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Off the mark. Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein, my
I said
friend.
fast, Ed, fast.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Celtics, number 55.
Teague.
Jeff Teague.
Dallas owns the basketball. Luka Doncic slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. 1 bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
The drive right to the basket. Jeff Teague. He's now 5 for 6.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Doncic. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Teague with it up top. Leads 4. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Boston with the basketball. Teague. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Doncic to Lee. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores. Strong take.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Teague. Lee with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Nice pass to get things going.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Teague with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. Tristan Thompson with the slam. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. No good. Teague with it up top. Leads up bucket. Short jumper off the mark. Fires the three. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good. Has a look. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't. Third quarter comes to an end. The Celtics have the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more importantly.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Courtney Lee, picked up by Teague. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Two for two on that trip. Teague with the basketball. 2-point advantage. To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Teague. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Lee with the basketball. His group now down 2. And scores.
Old school equals high percentage.
Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Lee with the basketball. They trail by 2. To Richardson. Hardaway. Jaylen Brown pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Teague. Here comes the screen. Teague. 4-3. Off the mark. Lee with the basketball. Down 2. To Hardaway. Here comes the screen. Hardaway. Cashes in for 2.
Whew, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Goes to the right side. Lee to Hardaway.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Dallas Mavericks, number 6.
T. Trying to cash in. Doesn't get the bounce.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Lee. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Deep 2 there, won't go. And scores, plus the foul. Kristaps Porzingis with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kristaps Porzingis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Celtics have it. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Walker. Can't get the bounce.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Brunson to Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Walker into the front court. Leads just a point. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Cauley-Stein to Porzingis. Deep left corner. Porzingis for 2. Almost, but no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. Shot by Tatum won't fall. The follow won't go either. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Doncic to Richardson. Probing the defense. Richardson to Porzingis. Off the mark. Well contested.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Off the assist.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Doncic to Porzingis. From the painted area, won't go down. Kristaps Porzingis. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Doncic to Richardson. Screen coming. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Boston with the basketball. Trying to cash in. Tatum shot no good. To Brunson. Screen coming. Brunson. Count the basket at the rim.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 55, Jeff Teague.
Teague to Walker. No good. Brunson to Luka Doncic. Richardson to Brunson. And Boston has the rebound. Into the front court, it's Walker. Up by 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Ooh, he'll take that.
Crafty Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
Celtics have it. Walker. Sizing up the defense. Tatum. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
To Richardson. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Doncic. To Richardson. Doncic to Brunson. Here comes the screen. From long range. Brunson forced that one. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown. Subbing in.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Dallas with the possession. Brunson to Luka Doncic.
Big pick right there.
Richardson knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Brunson to Porzingis.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
And count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. It's a 9-point lead. The screen sets him up for 2.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Brunson to Porzingis. Brunson to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the 24. Brunson to Porzingis. Lets it fly from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Kristaps Porzingis. He's going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Second to 3. Got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Ball's controlled by Boston. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. Look no further than their field goal percentage to see why they won this one. It's hard to lose when you got consistent offense supported by reliable defense. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Mavericks just couldn't close this one out. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Tatum put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.